Welcome to the Broke Book Girls podcast. We're Anne and Bree, and this podcast is going to be your go-to destination for indie reads. We highlight incredible indie authors, explore new worlds, and introduce you to books that you won't find anywhere else. Tune in for your next read, a laugh, and a share in the joy of finding your home. Hello and welcome to the Broke Book Girls podcast, your go-to destination for indie reads. Today we're talking about book boyfriends and girlfriends because I do have a girlfriend on my list and why we love them. So let's get straight into this episode, starting with our current reads. What are you currently reading, Bree?
I am currently reading Race Beneath the Tides by Amelia J, an arc that arrived in my mailbox yesterday. I'm so excited to read it and just fall back into Amelia's words. Like, the way that she writes is just so descriptive and immersive. It just makes... It's kind of felt like coming home with different characters, and they're very different to her previous series, but just coming into her writing again just makes me feel so happy.
Ah, that's so good.
So it's like coming home to someone new, but I'm comfortable.
Nice.
What are you reading?
I'm currently reading a contemporary fiction called Letting Go by Angela Day. I met Angela at Ages of Pages, and I wasn't expecting to buy it, but it sounded interesting, and it was kind of going to take me out of my comfort zone a little bit with more of a contemporary story following an older woman who is struggling with telling her son about the past and helping him learn about his father, because his father has passed away when he was 6 months old, and the secrets that she's kept hidden from her son not to hurt him. So it's really, really interesting so far. I'm about 200 pages in, and I'm actually really enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. So, yeah, that's what we're reading.
It's, books.
Yeah,
it's books.
So yeah, today we're going to be talking about our book boyfriends / girlfriends. So we've just got 5 people.
Yeah, we limited ourselves.
We'll go with people.
We limit ourselves to 5 people. Do you know how hard that was? Staring at the bookshelf.
It was really hard.
I sat here going, I had it in my head, and then I looked at another book, and I went, but this.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It's kind of like tier ranking them in our own brains before we put them on the list. But I think we've got a really good list. So we're just going to go through, talk about who they are, what book they're from, why we love them, and why they are our fantasy book boyfriends or girlfriends. So you should go first, Bree.
Everyone knows the first person on my list. Not everybody's impressed, but it's Osiris from When Deities Awaken series, written by Zoe J. Breyer. That man entered the... I have to admit something. I don't know why, but the minute he came on the page, like when I first started reading When Death Called Life Home, if I can get the words fucking right, I was like, I've got both the books titles in my head. He came on the page, and Zoe can confirm that the minute I met Osiris, I was like, that's my boy! Right there. Like, hands down. I don't know what it was about him, but he comes off very assholey. He's very... In book 1.
He is assholey. He doesn't just come off as assholey.
He's an asshole, but he is... Yeah. He's got a lot of trauma. There's a lot of stuff that he's gone through that we didn't really fully get to read about until his book, which is book 2. He thinks he's doing... He clearly thinks he's doing the right thing, but he also is doing things out of spite initially, because he's just like, oh, you're a bitch, so this is what I'm going to do. He doesn't... You can tell he doesn't... At times, it's very much like the lights are on, but he's not home because he's just doing what he's told to do. But when we get to When Fear Danced with Courage, you really see him grow as a person. And When Fear Danced with Courage is very much a, healing from trauma. And he's gone through a lot of shit. He lost the person that he loved the most. He ruined relationships because he was grieving. He was accused of doing something that he didn't do, but he let everyone believe that he did it because it was just easier to be the bad guy. But you really see in When Fed Us with Courage his character grow. His, you know, he learns to let somebody else in. He learns to let in Amelia, and Amelia would be up there at book girlfriends as well. Like, the two of them, just like, put me right in the middle. I'll be the sandwich. I'll be the filling, they can be the bread.
Let's go!
Why choose? But yeah, I honestly, I don't know what it was. I mean, my favourite characters, as some of my friends can be able to tell you, is I love a golden retriever. He's not golden retriever energy. He's very much Rottweiler.
Same species.
just not...
Just different breed.
Just very different breed. But like one of my friends, like, you love your golden retriever, boys. I'm like, I do. But wait until you meet Osiris. He is not golden retriever. He's traumatized. He just needs to be loved. And I just fell in love with him the minute he came on the page. And it was like, I'll love him no matter what happens. He may be in the wrong, but I'm sure he has his reasons. Don't we all? Don't we all have our reasons? So yeah,
to be fair, when I first started When Death Called Life Home, I did like Osiris, and then stuff happened, and I was like, I don't know about this guy. But then he really did get his redemption in book 2, and I do love him, and I understand where he was coming from, and being in his head and seeing his inner monologue just made my love for him just more concrete. So yeah, I definitely agree that he is a good book boyfriend.
He's the best book boyfriend. No, okay, it's not the best. I mean, I have got others that are like, you know, much healthier. Much healthier book boyfriends. Trust me, there's healthier ones, but it's just Osiris. I love him. Who's your first book boyfriend girlfriend on your list?
The only girlfriend on this list is Theo from Sadist by Chaos Davy. I have been feral for Theo since the moment Cece Davy was sharing quotes and artwork, and when I read this book, I was at a bit of a gay panic, if I'm being honest. She is a baddie, and she is a sadist. She loves inflicting pain with her pleasure, and she is just... So she's basically told that she has to kidnap this person for a ransom and to get someone to do the thing that they want, because she is working for this company that is like hired killers, etc., etc. So she kidnaps this girl, and immediately there's this instant attraction, and we watch Theo as she is trying to do her job, but is also like, I just want to touch her. I just want to like beat her with a cane. This sounds insane. This actually sounds insane.
We have chosen to start off with probably the not healthiest. We have not gone for the healthiest people to start off this session.
Absolutely not. But it is so good. It is so good. Like, literally everyone that I've spoken to who has read this book is like, all right, that's it. I'm going lesbian, because everyone wants to be with Theo. She is a baddie. But she's also, like, she turns very sweet. She's still a sadist. She still wants to hurt Octavia, but in a sexual way. But Octavia loves it and it consents to it. So it is consensual. There is a scene that I was like, holy, that was not expected, but it was really hot. And it's just a fun time. Theo is definitely up there, and I don't think I'm ever going to forget her, to be fair. She's just an absolute baddie, and I love her. And I think everyone will agree, especially Rosie.
Yes, I have.
Because Rosie agrees with me.
I have heard from Rosie very much. I have not read Sadist yet. I'm kind of scared too. I am not a dark romance girly. I am a contemporary. Give me light and fluffy and happy. I have read a total of maybe 2 dark romances this year, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of one at the moment. That I'm beta reading for, and dark romance is so out of my field. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I am not comfortable, but I'm going to keep reading. But I don't know what to have. I had someone I was messaging someone about a book. She was like, oh, I was thinking of putting this into the dark romance. So I'm like, girl, you're just going to put him on Edward Cullen level. Like, we don't need that. She's like, yeah, no, we don't need that. I'm like,
but we do. The dark romance girlies need that.
I know. I read Lights Out for the first time this year, and that was a lot. That was a lot for me. I struggled. I loved it, but I was like, I need to read something light and fluffy after this.
Yeah, I would say Sadist is definitely a little bit of a step up from Lights Out, but it is really, really short. It's only like 200 pages, so you will fly through it. There is dubious consent with certain things, but that is the thing with... it was like dubious consent, but she also loved it at the same time. So she was like, wasn't offended that it happened. But I would be very intrigued to see your reaction to Sadist. Because if you thought Lights Out was a bit much, I'm very intrigued.
Next episode, we record Bree reacts.
What is wrong with you?
Bree reacts to Sadist.
You've said it. You have to do it now.
Oh, fuck. What? Let me just prepare myself. Give me a little bit to prepare my brain, and then I'll do it.
Yeah. Maybe we should, like, this is a sidebar, but maybe you should also give me a recommendation that you think will make me something that I don't necessarily read. Like contemporary romance or historical romance or something like that. And then we come back and do like a whole what we thought reaction.
Such a good... So we just spent the last 45 minutes when we were supposed to start recording. We just spent the last 45 minutes planning everything, our wish list of people that we want to speak to, episode ideas. So we're very much in the brainstorming phase at the moment of what else do we want. So if there's anything that you guys in particular want to hear, please let us know. If you've got any recommendations, if there's anything that you think we should read and then talk about, that would also be really cool, because we need things to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, we can yak all day, but we need kind of a direction on where we need to go.
So let us...
Even though we take tangents.
We go on tangents. Who cares? Like, we're here for tangents. Mm-hmm. We find ourselves extremely entertaining, and from what you guys have said, you find us very entertaining as well, which we appreciate. Because we are funny.
We are indeed.
At least we're not funny smelling.
Yeah, there's that.
Thank God for no television.
Alrighty, who's your next one?
So my next one is Taran from the Kindred's Curse saga. He is Luther's cousin. He is the epitome. He is the golden retriever. He comes in book 2. He starts calling DM Queenie and, like, you know, all the fun little nicknames. I have got his nickname on the back of my Kindle. He, in book 3, in Heat, we do see he goes through a little bit of shit. But he meets the guy that you go, oh, these guys are going to be together forever, because he keeps calling him, like, Tulip, or anything but his actual name.
Oh, that's so cute.
He goes, oh, your name's not Taran. It's like, hey, Tulip. Hey this, hey that. And Taran's just like, ugh. But he is the sweetest boy. I love him so much. And I can't, like, I'm serious, I'm still, like, we're all waiting for Burn. And I can't wait for Burn to come out, and then we get more Taran. And I feel like I need to reread Spark, because I just need more. I just need to refresh myself with Taran, because he's just the best.
Yeah.
He has the nicknames. He's got the humor. But you know, he can go from being funny to very stoic to being like, okay, you know, so it's like, ha ha ha, okay, I'm gonna fuck shit up now. Like, you're going down.
Love it.
I'm gonna take you down, and Martha's going up your ass.
Nice.
That's the energy he brings, and but he has patience. Like, he has more patience than I do, and he's fictional. I feel like most of these characters that we talk about have more patience than I do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's patience?
Yeah. Huh? Patience who? Never heard of it. I leave my patients at work, because if they came home with me, I'd be screwed. I don't want any of them to. So yes, Taran, that's Taran. I love him so much, and everyone who has also read Spark, the Kindred's Curse saga, would agree. Taran is right up there. He's a beautiful boy, who's just, oh.
He sounds like a beautiful boy.
I did a long time ago. I did what I think my favorite characters' Instagrams would look like, and I did Taran. And
nice.
You can just he's like buff boy. He's muscle daddy, but very much like I don't know.
Away with the fairies.
Away with the fairies. Sometimes he is the fairy. Let's be honest. I said it was so. He's just too good. Okay. Who's your next one?
Mine is Rhodey from Rhodey by Cleo Brown. So this is a motorcycle club romance. And Rhodey is like this big, scary dude. He's like the enforcer for this motorcycle club. And he tortures people. So there's that. He's also... you can tell I'm the dark romance reader here, not Bree.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. So
it's balance.
One night... Balance. That's right. One night he catches someone on their compound, and it's this girl that he's immediately intrigued by, and she's just like going on her electric scooter, thinking oh, you've frozen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So I just didn't want to keep going, and then so she's on this compound because she's following someone who's stalking the compound, and Rhodey catches her and he's like, what the hell are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm like after this guy, blah, 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 blah. Because she also tortures people for fun.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, and she uses medieval torture techniques that her grandfather taught her to torture these people.
Jesus
and Rhodey
Christ.
is just... Rhodey kind of matches her crazy, but also levels her out. She is a neurospicy... female main character. So she is like all over the place, always, has an insane brain. She's really, really smart. She doesn't deal with people in social situations very well. And I love Rhodey because he's this big, bad, scary enforcer. But he immediately understands Tuesday and how she acts, and he's very protective of her, and he knows that when she gets overwhelmed, she needs somewhere safe. So he like there's a little cupboard that he helps her get into and feel safe, and he wraps his jacket around her, and he's like the sweetest guy to Tuesday. And yeah, I just love it. It's such a humorous book, and I would say if you liked Butcher and Blackbird and Lights Out, you would definitely enjoy Rhodey. It's definitely more on the fun side. There is some scenes of torture because they both enjoy torturing people. But it is just a really funny story. It had me cracking up. And yeah, Rhodey is just like the sweetest guy. And like Tuesday is like, oh, I want to try this in the bedroom. And he's like, oh, really? Do we have to? And she's like, yeah. And like she'll give an explanation. He's like, oh, fine. And so he's this big, scary biker dude who's quite dominant in the bedroom. But when she's like, no, I want to like switch it around, he's like, fine, we can try it, I guess.
Just on a like with dark romance authors, I'd really love to know what like their Google history's like.
Yeah,
because
they're like they have to be on some watch list.
That have to be like who Googles that? Like they Google that stuff. But it's like how many friends do they have are medical professionals? So they ask, so if I did this, what would happen? Or cop friends, or like, so if this would have happened to someone, what would it actually like? What would be done? Or what have you seen? What have you seen out in the field, like torture wise? And I bet there's a lot of people who's going like,
yeah,
I would be concerned.
Yeah, so I haven't always have a big soft spot for people who are like these big scary dudes, but then are like the sweetest, softest people for that one specific person. And yeah, they call her Chewy, as he calls her Chewy as a nickname because her name's Tuesday. And one of the scenes is like they're like Chewy, and she's like, "Are you calling me Chewy?" And he's like, "Yeah, like your name's Tuesday, so I'm going to call you Chewy." And she's like, "You do realize it has the same amount of syllables?" And he's like, "That doesn't matter."
That is so.
He's like, yeah.
Looks like could kill you is a cinnamon roll for one person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
It's a good one.
Okay. Oh, when I'm feeling brave. When I'm feeling brave, I'll start venturing a little bit further into dark romance. But
yeah,
I mean, I have 3 shelves dedicated to just contemporary.
Yeah.
I like the soft boys. My next one is Xander from the Lost God series. I have spoken about him before. He is a problematic little king, literally by the Storm King. But he comes into the Lost God. He meets Cece and Rainier, and he's very much he's pretending he's saying he's not who he says he is. He's pretending just to be a guard. He's not actually a prince of this kingdom, and he's like, I'm undercover. But he and Cece do fall in love, and because she's like, I can't have Rainier, so I'll have this guy. But she evidently, a whole lot of shit happens. And the Storm King, which is basically pretty much his book. Cece's there. Like, they're all there, but I feel like it very much is his book. He has made a lot of decisions that he lost the girl, he fucked up a lot, but and man, he goes through it, like his mental health shit. I love Rainier, but I've always been Team Xander. Like, Xander just deserves everything. He just needs a hug, and he needs a little cuddle, and a cup of tea, and a book, and just to feel loved. And I love the misunderstood ones. And he does. So he's very much, he goes through some shit. So he's hardened himself to the world around him, but he is he's just this gentle boy who just needs love and attention. And
you do really like those soft boys.
I do love the soft boys. I can't help it. Like, I get told, it's like, my friend goes, you love the golden retrievers. Why don't you love the main male characters? I'm like, I do. To an extent, just not the same as the side characters. I love a good side character. I mean, I'm a sucker for a good, and when he comes in, he's a combination of like main and side.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is like, I wouldn't want to date him in real life. I'd be like, I think there's only one person on my list that I would actually date in real life. And he is extremely unproblematic. He is like the epitome of golden retriever. But yeah, Xander's up there. Like, I love him dearly. Fictionally, I would date him. Reality, no.
Yeah. In reality, a lot of these people are walking red flags, and you shouldn't date them.
We like
That's why they're called book boyfriends.
That's why they're called book boyfriends, because in reality, that'll suck.
Yeah.
Right, who's your next one?
Mine is Van from A Wolf in the Garden by Allegra Hall. Van is an American who used to spend his summers in New Zealand, and he fell in love with one of his friends who lived in New Zealand, Ellie. And shit kicks off. They have broken up. And he knew that she was always the one. It's a fate and mate sort of scenario. He's a werewolf, if you didn't get it from A Wolf in the Garden.
Hell yeah.
And in this world basically there was this glamour over Earth, and all of these paranormal creatures were hidden. They looked like humans, and then one day the veil disappeared and all of these paranormal beings came to light. There was orcs, werewolves, that sort of thing. And there's certain paranormal beings who actually had no idea that they were paranormal, because maybe like one side of their family was paranormal and one was a human, so they're half fae or half elf or half vampire or whatever. And we're 2 years after that has happened when the story begins, and we see that Van has come back to New Zealand. He has bought this winery and he is trying to like reestablish himself in New Zealand. And we find out that the main reason that he's back in New Zealand is to get Ellie back, because they did break up, and they had a quite disastrous breakup due to like something that happened with them. I don't want to spoil it too much, but something happened and he went into a grief period where he was like, I don't want anything to do with anyone, I'm out of here, blah blah blah. So he comes back and immediately he is, okay, we need to talk about this, we need to like get this out of the air, because he hires Ellie to be his landscaper, because that's her business and she's really, really good at it. And this is his way of like showing her that everything's okay, I'm not mad, I've really missed you. And then we watch them both as they deal with the grief together and kind of come together. He's like the soft boy in this like big wolf body.
Nice.
And yeah, like in his inner monologue and his chapters, like he knows that he fucked up. He knows that he screwed up, but he's like, I was young. I'm here. I'm ready to make amends. I'm ready to make Ellie mine again if she will have me, even though I fucked up. And he was ready to like walk away if she told him to. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. He's such a cinnamon roll. He is so sweet. And there is a specific scene that made me cry where he had gifted her a punamu.
Oh.
As a way of like, this is something that he bought for her when they were first together, and he kept it this whole time so he could give it to her. And like he explains everything on why he left, and it's just so emotional, and I just love it. And he's such a soft boy, and he cries in this book. He's not afraid of his tears. And I also love him because Ellie in this book is Maori. So she speaks Maori. Maori is a big part of her culture, and Van actively starts learning Maori and learning about the culture for her, because it's so special to her, and it's just, he's so good, and I love him.
It's so cute. It's so different to your other two.
I know, right?
So different.
Range.
We like range.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That book is.
So he's
it's on my TBR to read. It is on there, and I will get to it.
Yeah.
And will I cry? Probably.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I cried quite a few times. Yeah.
We love that for us.
Just because you were so beautiful.
Adorable.
You.
Anyway.
Next one.
So, my next one is Cypherian from the Curse of Ophelia by Nicole Platania. He is friends with our main characters. He is the stoic silent type. And throughout the books, he is very much that steady presence through everything. He becomes Ophelia's second in command. He is very much he is that quiet, steady presence that I know we all wish we had. He man a few words, but if you tell him we need to go fuck something up, he'll go like, "Cool, I'll grab the shovel." That's the energy he brings, and he doesn't like he has his part. He's there. He will do whatever is asked of him. And then we got a story for him, a novella, The Breaker of Stars. There's the main female character is all these different kind of factions in the Curse of Ophelia, and I can't remember what she is, but she can read the stars. And their story is him and her go back to where she's from because there's some shit that needs to be sorted. and he is just he is the softest voice for her. Like they had a moment before, and then she did something, and he was like, "Well, fuck this! Like, I don't need to deal with this shit." But because he was asked, "Hey, can you go with her? Make sure she stays safe. Like, you are her bodyguard," and he's like, "Whatever you want me to do, sure." And he is just the softest bodyguard, but he, like, you can't tell that he's soft for her until shit really starts to hit the fan. And at the end of that book, I'm not going to spoil too much because I highly recommend reading them all. The final book in the series comes out August, and I am so excited. It's The Legacy of Ophelia. Or is it Legacy? It's either The Legacy or The Legend. It's got an L. The cover's gold. It is going to be stunning, and I cannot wait to see what happens with these guys, because I just need him to be happy. My nickname in that Discord is, like, Sif's Bodyguard, or I can't remember. I want nothing can happen, but, you know, the thing with it being the final book is anything could happen, and I think anyone could die, and I'm really nervous.
I hate that.
The anticipation.
I'm always so scared. Yeah.
And it's like, and I think it's like and I think if I remember correctly, Nicole said not everyone's going to make it out, and I'm like,
fuck, it's the worst.
I don't like it. But it's like with Celia, like, she's like, yeah, like, shit's going to happen, and we're just sitting there going, I don't know what that means.
He was always meant to die.
Yeah, like, it's like, excuse me?
What do you mean?
How dare you? Like, why? Rosie was reading...
I know. I was getting the updates.
Yes. She's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah.
So I got it. Oh my god, I love Nevin. Da, 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 da. And then she's like, and then like 10 minutes later, what the fuck, Nevin?
Special mention to Nevin, who is definitely up there on book boyfriends.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
trauma.
I don't want him to be my book boyfriend, because the trauma I'd have to deal with if he actually was my boyfriend.
Yeah. Hey, this is...
Imagine.
Book boyfriends, at least.
Yeah.
Thank God they aren't real.
Yeah,
we would be so screwed.
So screwed.
Anyway, who is your next one?
Mine is Zachariah from His Solstice Angel by Shay Tarl. I read this. This is book 2.5 in the Court series by Shay Tarl. So it's just a little novella, and from the moment that I met Zach in book 1, I knew I was always going to love him. He was this easygoing, funny guy on the side who loved his music, who would do anything for his, like, found family, and I just loved him. And then we got his novella. I think this is my first side character that I'm talking about. So he gets his own novella, and we watch him as he is I can't remember what he's called, but he is a type of paranormal being that can kind of get glimpses of the future. And he gets this glimpse of a future where this woman turns towards him and she's holding a child. And he is like, that's the love of my life. Like, that's my family. Like, this is the person that I'm meant to be with. Then there is a interview for a receptionist role in the business that he works in. And in walks the woman from his vision. And immediately he is obsessed with her. He wants everything to do with her. He wants to know everything about her. But Samantha has a lot of trauma, and she just like, oh, he's just being nice. Like, he's my boss. He's just being nice. Whereas he's like going to the coffee shop and he doesn't know what to order because she doesn't know what she drinks for coffee. So he orders every single type of coffee that there's available and brings it back. And he's like, you could choose whatever coffee you want, whatever you like, and then don't worry about the rest of them. I'll just give it to the rest of the staff. And she's like, oh, he's just being nice. And he is like the sweetest soul for her. But if you hurt her or you fuck her up, he will fuck you up. He will come after them because he is actually part of like a paranormal mafia.
There we go. There's the little plot there. There's the plot twist. Mafia. We've had this conversation. Anne and Mafia.
Yeah.
Plot twist. The whole point of this podcast is so we can create our own mafia.
Yeah. Yeah. The broke book girls mafia.
Oh yeah. All the broken book girls.
But yeah, so we watch him as he is just falling head over heels for her and then trying to convince her that he's not just being nice, like he is actually interested in her. Because she has so much trauma and she doesn't believe that she deserves love because she has a lot of trouble with her family. Her family don't love her. Her family treat her really badly because she made a mistake when she was younger and she is still dealing with that. Like her parents didn't want her to move out of the house. She wasn't allowed to move even though she's like a certain she's like 20 something and her parents are like, nope, you're not allowed to leave the house. You're not allowed to do this. If you make us mad, you're never allowed to see your niece anymore. And the niece is the only part of the family that she truly loves. And it made the book made me so angry because of the amount of pain that Samantha went through. And Zach is immediately like, nah, fuck this, we're gonna go sort it out. And he goes and sorts it out. And I just love it. It's so good. And he's a sweet baby angel.
Oh, I just got very distracted. I thought I could hear rain, and it is in fact raining, and I'm like, shit, I still need to do washing tonight.
Oh, whoops.
Who cares? It's under the carport, it's fine. Cinnamon baby angel face.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, it is kind of mafia, but you actually don't really see that side of the mafia. Like, it's, like, you know it's happening, but also at the same time, like, it's more of a security company that also offers, like, mafia side dealings. So you don't really see it, but you know that it's there. But they're also quite, like, they have normal clients and things like that. So, yeah, it's not like mafia where they're going around, like, killing everyone always. So, it's a little bit of a lighter mafia story.
Love that so much.
It's so good. And there was so much in it for just being so short, too. It was so good.
But you gotta love it. Like, nice, easy read.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, when it has that good flow to it, and but, you know, you get all the information, and you get that happy little fluffer nutter of information. I love that so much. I need to.
All right, who's your last one?
Ooh. I just got the a copy of Forget Me Not by Ella Ishwell. It's just around novels. That's great timing.
I was gonna sign up, but then I was like, oh, I haven't read book 1 and book 2, and I kind of like consistency, so
they're like standalone, like interconnected standalones.
Yeah.
I hadn't read book 1, and then I read book 2, and then I read book 1.
Yeah. That's right.
Anyway, so okay, this is the one that if he was real, I would date him. So this is Gage. He is from The Dagger and the Forbidden Ear, and he is a side character. Surprise, surprise. I have a problem. Like, I like the main characters, but like I am here for your sassy, sarcastic side characters. Gage is the best friend to Jace, who's our main male character. The Dagger of the Forbidden Air is basically you got your humans versus your elves. It's the main thing of the series. She's the age-old elf, and he's he's half human, half elf. But you get Gage, who is human, and oh my, he is the sweetest. He's the sarcastic, sassy, of course you fucked her. Like, I feel like you guys are meant to be. Like, I don't like her very much, but then he and Leah become very good friends. He is your ride or die. He is the ride or die. He's committed. He's like, this is what we're going to do. He is a general in the army. He falls in love with the princess. And I seriously, Amelia J., you said you were going to write me a novella for my birthday. Gimme. Give me more Gage.
Yeah, you heard her.
Give me more fucking Gage. I was very relieved in book 3 when he survived. I was just like, this could go two ways. Like, this needs to be happily ever after. Like, but it was happily ever after.
That's good.
He is the softest boy. Like, he beats all the other ones. He is thoughtful. You can tell he cares. He meets the princess. He meets Leah's half sister, and then he's just like, hey, shit. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna bang eventually. He is just so cute, and he cares so much. And the way that he's written, you can just tell that he would do anything. Mm-hmm. And he questions things, like he questions some decisions, but then he goes, once he gets the rationale, he's like, okay, cool, I'm happy to do that. Like, let's do it. If he was real, that is the one character I would date in reality. Of everyone, of any character that I could possibly think of, trad or non-trad, I'd go for him. 100%.
Wow.
You need to read the Dagger of the Forbidden Air. Like, this is a need, so that way you can meet Gage.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll try to get to it this month.
So that's my story. I'm being really vague with details because I just need to, people just need to go and read. Like, I'm very...
Yeah.
Also, I can't remember lots of information at the moment. I am coming down with a cold and my brain is starting to feel like, what are you doing to me? So information is not forthcoming in my head, so I can be as vague as I want and it still makes sense.
Yes.
Who's your final one?
My last one is probably the one that I would date too, if he was real. Basically because he's almost my partner in a book. We've got Wyatt from I'll Keep Her Safe by Jen Morris. So this is a contemporary romance. Shocker. With actually no dark themes.
Whoa.
Shock.
Who are you and what have you done with Anne? I can't. Yep.
It's me. Yeah, like I've already said, I'm not really a contemporary romance reader. I'm more of a dark romance reader, and I generally will read more fantasy than I do contemporary. But this series has my whole entire heart. I've talked about it before. It is age gap with forbidden, taboo sort of romances. So Wyatt he has a daughter who has a best friend, and it ends up being him and his daughter's best friend. Their romance. So Wyatt takes her in because his daughter is moving away and her best friend, Poppy, was staying with them. But now she needs to move out and she can't really find anywhere to stay with such short notice. So Wyatt's daughter is like, hey, just go live with my dad. And Poppy is like, oh, fuck. Like, I find him really attractive.
I'm going to bang your dad.
Pretty much. But Wyatt is this big, burly biker dude who gave up doing all the things that he loved when he found out that he had a child. So when his daughter... So he was in a relationship and they broke up and she was pregnant, but she never told him. And he found out when the child was 12 that he had a child. So immediately he fought for visitation with his daughter, and he really tried to change his life because he's like, if I'm riding a motorcycle and I die, like, that's my kid, like, I'm never going to see my kid again. I've wasted like 12 years of not knowing that she existed. So he spent so much time not doing the things that he loves to do, and we watch him as him and Poppy start to get to know one another. They're living together, him realizing that she's got this abusive ex that keeps following her around, and he like threatens him and is like, if you come near her again, I will kill you. And he's just, yeah, he's very protective. He is big, burly, he's got a beard, he's got tattoos like my partner. And yeah, he ends up becoming a reluctant cat daddy.
Oh, hell yeah.
And yeah, so Poppy ends up like finding this cat And he's like, oh, fine, you can have it in the house, but I don't want anything to do with it. And then all of a sudden the cat's like curling up on his neck, and it's just cute. And
cats just know. Cats will turn... I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand when people say they're not cat people until because they've never had a cat. Like, the minute you get a cat, that's when you become a cat. You learn, oh shit, I'm actually a cat person. I like cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
And he's just like this cinnamon roll character who is very protective and is struggling with doing what he wants, but also trying to keep his daughter happy and not ruining anything with her. And yeah, there's a lot of adult conversations that happen throughout this. There's a lot of scenes of like, no one can know. They end up going to visit his daughter at the same time, and then they start sneaking around in the house, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. So it's the Forbidden of Fruit Street series by Jen Mars. Fucking hell.
We've just done,
and they're all like forbidden.
We've just done back-to-back episodes, guys, so our ability to English is not Englishing.
So yeah, the Forbidden on Fruit Street series is all forbidden age gap romances. They're all like interconnected standalones. Like, you kind of see the other characters from the other books, but you don't really need to read them before you read book 3. But I would definitely recommend reading all 3 because they're all amazing. Yeah, book 1 is like dad's best friend. Book 2 is son's ex-girlfriend.
Nice.
Yeah. And book 3 is best friend's dad, basically. So, yeah.
I love the son's ex-girlfriend. That's like, I couldn't date you, so I date your daddy. I become your stepmother.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Wild. That is...
It's a fun time.
Do you have any honourable mentions of boyfriends or girlfriends that you want to be like these guys as well?
Nevin.
Daddy Beans.
By Silly Rock. Daddy Beans.
Daddy Beans. Ray Moody.
Who else? I think that's it.
I gotta say...
I can't think of anyone else.
Theo from Protecting His Princess by Courtney Courtney Clark Michaels. Theo.
I would say another one would be Mal from How to Find a Nameless Fae by AJ Lancaster. I just read that. He's got cat ears and a cat tail, and he's fae, and I love him.
Nice. Torge Elderbrook from Iron and Embers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going through.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at my book.
Okay, another one. This one's a Sheila Masterson boy, Teddy from The Lost God, as well.
Yeah.
Teddy from The Lost God, and then the different Teddy from A Legacy of Stars, The Lost God Legacies, from Sheila as well. 2 different Teddys.
Yeah.
And for those who've also read Sheila, I know we are all still mad about book 1. How can we not be?
I would say, oh fuck, I can't remember his name. From In the Wake of the Wicked.
Oh.
In the Wake of the Wicked.
In the Wake of the Wicked. Hold the Line Caller.
Rose and...
Oh, motherfucker.
What is his name?
Why is his name not there?
Yeah, that's why I was looking at the sauce. I'm like, his name isn't in it. Let me look and see if there's a review.
I'm just doing that as well. Leo. Yes.
Yeah. He also has a tail.
I got it. Suo from When Daddies Awaken.
Mm-hmm.
That to be fair, he's just my spirit animal. Which you'll all learn eventually, and you'll understand why I say he's just he's my spirit animal.
Milo from When Daddies Awaken?
Milo,
yeah.
Askian,
Book girlfriend.
Alora as well. Definitely book.
Just all the characters in there.
Look, they're all bangable.
Yeah. I mean, let's have a why choose moment.
Exactly. I'm here for it. Oh, who was that character? What the fuck was his name? I can't remember his name, so I can't. I'm not gonna say it because I'm just gonna.
Cohen Steeler from By the Orchid and the Owl by Maria Montoya.
I haven't read it yet, but it's
Shadow Daddy.
okay. I've been throwing Shadow Daddy, Luther from Spark of the Everflame. Shadow Daddy.
Cedric from Smoke and Scar.
Yes. Oh, what's his? Wait, I gotta. Where's Tay? One of the bodyguards from Threaded by Tay Rose. Not one of the bodyguards. One of the I can't remember what they're called anymore. My brain is like this. This is Sebastian. Sebastian from the Solstice Cycle. He's just a tender boy. He's just a soft boy. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Who else is there?
See, the thing is, I don't really obsess over characters as much as some people do. It's like, oh, I love this person, but at the same time, it's like, that's kind of it for me. I don't know. So this was like quite difficult for me to like pick characters.
We like to test ourselves in this.
Yes.
There are some characters that there are some characters that do just stick out. Stick out in my head that I go, yes, like this is like there are some that I just can't remember and I go that happened. I was like, cool. I mean, I love them, but not as. But like, I think the main ones that I spoke are the ones that, you know, if I go, hey, you want to read this book? You should you'll meet this character and you'll see what I mean, which is like the biggest draw. But yeah. So I think that's our honourable mention.
That's it.
That's it. Wow, okay. Yeah. Go us.
All right, what's your spark of joy for the week?
My spark of joy for the week was on Wednesday. We had Call of Cthulhu, which is a tabletop RPG. It's like, if you know D&D, I didn't know what Call of Cthulhu was until I got invited to join this game. It's based off of these stories by H.P. Lovecraft. Who created the Cthulhu mythos. So it's like really intensive Cluedo is how I describe it to people when they ask, so what is it actually? I go, intense Cluedo. There's a lot of investigation, a lot of dice rolling. You use D100s, so it's like statistics, and I fucking hate statistics. I dropped math for a reason, guys. I don't do it, but I know how to do Cthulhu now, sort of. So we had a really good session the other day. I'm the note taker, so I have like all these notes. I love sitting there and just being able to play this game with my friends and meet new characters. My character's name is called Clementine Dove. She's an investigative photographer. And her backstory is that her father... So we all had to have some kind of connection to the occult. And so her connection is her father was really into it, disappeared when she was 15. He went to go investigate something and never came back. Ooh. So she moved to America to see if she can... You know, she's working as an investigative photographer, but she's also trying to investigate where her dad is. And so then they get called into the FBI because they're like, hey, we're starting this thing. You don't, like, there's no special powers or anything. We're all very human. So unlike D&D, where you can be really powered up in magic, if I decide to hit something, it can hit me back and I can die. like one hit wonder. One of our first 3 sessions, I critical failed a stealth, and we were like, Ben, our GM, was like, okay, no, I'll give this one to you. I'm like, he's like, but there's going to be consequences. And then one of the girls, Emma, she goes, oh, so what if like Clem just like, you know, hits the ground and breaks her ankle? And I'm like, that's too close to home, but sure. I did it. I took on a hill and lost. So getting to play that with my friends and just, you know, sit around and yak, and we derail worse than we do here. Like, like sometimes you can see that Ben and other, like, there's a couple of people that just go, oh my god, like these people, but it's like we have the best time, and it is like one of the, and I said this, it's like hanging out with those guys is like one of the highlights of my week sometimes. Is so
Nice.
if any of you fuckers are listening, hi nerds. You said you would. What is your spark of the week?
My spark of the week is doing my nails. I have a very manly job. I work in aluminium joinery. So I wear track pants Monday to Friday at work. I tie up my hair. I don't really do many girly things, so getting my nails done, doing my nails is just a spark of joy for me. It makes me feel a little girly sometimes.
Show us the nails.
Oh, I've actually taken them all off, but
they were really pretty. They were the stunning red.
Yeah, they were. If you see, they were like this red.
They're so gorgeous.
But yeah, I normally get them done professionally, so they don't just pop off like that. But when one falls off, I end up playing with them all and then take them all off. But Spark of Joy will be gluing them back on when we finish. So yeah, that's my Spark of Joy for the week. What's your plug of the week?
So my plug of the week. So for the first quarter of the year, I was a rep for Books Laboratory. You guys have all seen me sticking stickers to my face to be like, hey guys, I've been accepted as a rep for the next quarter. I'm very excited. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. Books Laboratory .shop. She's on Etsy, I believe. You can find her on Instagram. We will tag her after this comes out. But she has done lots of little things, and so we get like little stickers to for each drop. So this is from Lunaria by Cara Douglas. This one says Goddess Forged. This one just says that snakes are just misunderstood. I can't stick any more to my face apparently. But I fucking love the things that she makes. She's done for the Kindra's Curse Saga. She's done for the Solstice Cycle by Tay Rose. She's done... there's a couple. I stick them. I blue tack them and stick them to my wall so I don't have to use. So I never use them.
That's clever.
So I have my moments. But yes, I've been accepted as a rep for the next quarter, which I'm very excited about. So please go and check out her stuff. She does t-shirts, phone cases, mugs, jumpers, stickers. Like, oh, it's amazing. And you can use the code CHEESE10 to get 10% off. Yes, I went with cheese because my Instagram name is Cheese and Reads. So it's like everything I do is cheese related. So it's only fair. Like, why not? So use CHEESE10 to get yourself a cheeky little discount. And I fucking love Amanda. We met Amanda through Penn's Discord when we all initially joined on to be her street team, and I love Amanda so much. She's so funny. She's woman in STEM. She's a scientist. She's gorgeous. So go check her out. What is your plug of the week?
My plug of the week is crackers and dip.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we've been trying to have some healthier snacks to get us through meal times instead of just eating a whole bag of chips or a whole block of chocolate or two. So we've decided that we're just buying some crackers and dip and just enjoying that as a snack. And I've been really, really loving it. So it's been so good. Just new flavors, like having today we had barbecue flavored crackers with sweet chili dip.
Ooh,
delicious.
Have you
so good?
Have you just kind of dips, or are you doing hummuses as well?
We'll probably do some hummuses as well.
Okay, Lisa's char grilled capsicum hummus is top. That's my favorite. I can sit there and I go through phases where I don't want to eat hummus, but when I do eat hummus, it's like that char grilled flavor with your capsicums. Oh,
nice!
And
I'll have to try it.
And there's another one that's like a lemon dukkha, however you want to say it, with piston.
Yum!
It's so good.
Yeah, I love hummus. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing hummus at some point.
Chips and dip, crackers and dip. The literally
so good.
Can't go wrong. That is like a full meal right there sometimes.
Yeah.
Girl dinner.
Yeah. Girl dinner. Yeah. Alrighty, so That's us done for today. Thank you so much for joining us today, talking about book boyfriends. Let us know in our DMs or in the comments of this episode who your book boyfriends are. Make sure to subscribe so we know you're here listening. And make sure to follow us on our Instagram at the Broke Book Girls Pod. And you can follow me at Runaway Irish Girl on all the platforms. And where can they find you, Bree?
You can find me at Cheese and Reads. I usually sit in my little corner of the internet right there because everywhere else is scary.
Yeah.
Avoid the rest
So
of it.
thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.